Hello, church friends. We are wrapping up the book of Philippians this Sunday, and so we're going to look at the 4th chapter. Please read before then so that you can better understand what we're talking about. There's 2 themes, though, in this 4th chapter. The first is one that I talk about on a Tuesday devotional, and it has to do with going from worry to prayer, to turning in our worries instead with grateful prayer. And Paul gives us some tools on how to do that. And granted, it's hard, but with God's help we can. Now, the second theme is equally hard. It's how to be content in all circumstances. And, well, I think those are timely words for what we're experiencing right now. So listen to how Paul responds to this. I'm glad in God, far happier than you'd ever guess. Happy that you're again showing such strong concern for me. Not that you ever quit praying and thinking about me. You just had no chance to show it. Actually, I don't have a sense of needing anything personally. I've learned by now to be quite content whatever my circumstances. I'm just as happy with little as with much as with little. I found the recipe for being happy whether full or hungry, full hands or empty hands. Whatever I have, wherever I am, I can make it through anything in the one who made me who I am. I don't mean that your help didn't mean a lot to me. It did. It was a beautiful thing that you came alongside me in my time of troubles. They are great words from Paul, but it makes me wonder why we so easily roll into this sense of discontentment. I wonder if it's actually the human condition. We want what we don't have, or we see what someone else has, and it doesn't seem fair. Discontent is a disease of the heart running rampant. A man works hard in an unappreciated job and can barely make ends meet, and then his brother gets a 6-figure job just like that. That's not fair. A couple yearns to have a family, and they've been trying for 5-6 years or so, and their friends are having children right and left, and when's their turn? Or a husband thinks he's better off married to someone else, or a woman thinks she's better off married, period. You see what I'm talking about, this discontentment that seems to even be emphasized during this pandemic time when we just cannot do the things that we had grown accustomed to, and we're discontent. It strains our relationships and it stretches our patience. And the source of this, well, I think Paul would say the source is being too focused on our circumstances instead of focusing on God. We need to put our focus where it belongs. And I think Paul would agree that discontentment, well, it comes from coveting and envy, which only leads to brokenness, broken emotions, broken behavior, broken relationships, especially with God. Paul would say contentment, though, true contentment, is a result of having a heart that is committed to the risen Christ. But let me suggest that if you read these words, Paul is not saying that this contentment comes naturally. In fact, he's indicating that it doesn't, that discontent may be our human condition. This sense of quiet desperation may be what comes with it being human beings. And Paul is telling us, though, that it takes a powerful spiritual presence to transform anxiety into joyous satisfaction. Despite the chains, Paul discovers this beautiful state of inner peace and contentment and even joy. And he does so through these relationships, these friends he treasures. And most importantly, through the power of Jesus Christ residing with him and within him. Let me again read his own words. I've learned by now to be content whatever my circumstances. I'm just as happy with little as with much, and with much as with little. I found the recipe for being happy whether full or hungry, hands full or hands empty. Whatever I have, wherever I am, I can make it through anything in the one who makes me who I am. Friends, I pray for all of us to be able to live into that deep place of commitment as we stay connected to Christ. Be blessed.